this is Namali from Dr. Yum. I'm here with my tiny tasters, Zane and Asa, and we're going to show you how easy it is to make your own batch of plain yogurt. So, a couple of things you need to make your own yogurt would be milk, and Zane's going to start by putting some milk in the cup. We're going to empty out or measure out 4 cups of milk. We're going to need 1/3 of a cup of non-fat dry milk, and we're going to need 1/2 cup of plain yogurt or yogurt starter, and we're using Greek yogurt today. This is a great way to get calcium in. You can use it in chicken salad, you can use it in smoothies, you can use it as a side dish at lunch topped with fruit and some honey. So it's a really, really great recipe. Great to keep a batch of this in your fridge. So Asa now is going to use a little bit of dried milk. You want to put that in, Asa? Good job. Pour it all in. Alright, so 4 cups of, we use 2% organic milk and then the dried milk. So let's take this over to the stove, alright? So I'm using a big heavy saucepan and I'm heating up the milk and I'm going to bring it up to nearly a boil, but not all the way up to a boil. So right before I hit 200 degrees and before you see it boiling, I'm going to take the saucepan and that's when I'm going to put it over in my ice water to cool it down. So at this point we're just stirring it a little bit, make sure that the dried milk powder is fully incorporated, and we're going to wait until our thermometer reaches about 190 degrees. So now the milk is just below boiling and we're going to put it in this water and we're going to watch the water, or watch the temperature, and it's going to start going down. Once it gets to lukewarm, which is about 100 to 110 degrees, then we're going to add our yogurt cultures in and we'll be almost done. So this takes about 15 or 20 minutes. So this is a time where you can run around, clean up the kitchen, find your cat and give him a squeeze. And every now and then you can check on our temperature and make sure that it's getting down to cool. Give your kitty a squeeze. Alright, so now we're actually down to a lukewarm temperature. It's about 105 degrees. We're going to put in our milk. And this yogurt maker is made by Sultan. It's very inexpensive, and it's comes with small containers, but we like using this big one. It seems really easier. Here is the yogurt we're going to add in. This is full of active yogurt cultures. I like using the Greek. Somehow you end up getting a little bit of a creamier, thicker consistency of your yogurt, and we're just going to give it a little stir. I have heard you can make yogurt in a crock pot, which I haven't tried myself, but that seems like something to try if you don't own a yogurt maker, although they are pretty inexpensive. And I'm going to put some links to yogurt makers on dryum.com so you can see one that's very similar to this one. So I'm going to put the top on, and then we're going to turn the machine on, and essentially this is just going to warm our milk and our active yogurt cultures. There's a little switch back here, and we're going to have this on for about 8 to 10 hours. Probably at about 8 hours I'll check on it and make sure that it's coming along. It'll start to look a little bit thick. It may not look super thick, but when you put it in the fridge when you're done, it will get even a little more thick. So usually around 8 to 12 hours is how long it takes. So we're just going to put our little reminder time on here for when we need to check on it. And that's it. This is something you could do first thing in the morning, and by evening you could have yogurt, or you can do it right before bedtime and you'll have a batch of yogurt in the morning. That's it for Dr. Yum. We love food. It's kid tested and pediatrician approved. Bye.
Bye.